Everyone, this is Damon Mason, the owner of DM9 LLC. Hope everybody's having a happy and blessed Sunday. Decided to go live today to share some things. I'm going live on 4 different platforms today. Of course, I'm going live on my YouTube channel, LinkedIn, yeah, I lost my thought process. My YouTube channel, LinkedIn, uh, Facebook, as well as Twitter. All right. And I guess first and foremost, guys, thank you all for always supporting me. And one of the things I want to start off by saying is, in honor of my sister, Regina Mason, who passed away a couple of days ago. Just want to thank everyone who took the time to show me love, show myself and my family love and support, reaching out to us. She's a woman of God. I know she earned her heavenly wings, and just want to let my big sister know, Regina, that I love you. And of course, I'm going to miss you. But as I said in my post on Facebook, we will be all right because we will stand on the word of God. So again, thank you guys for your love and support for myself and my family. Now, this is really an unscheduled viewing today. I actually went for the first time in a long time. I went to church with my wife and my kids, watching it on virtually, and a message caught me as clear as day. It's about seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment. You know, we make New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna say this again. I make New Year's resolutions. I have goals, plans, dreams, desires for the year. But then the man, the guy was like, you got the year, then you condense that to months, to weeks. Why not seize the moment, seize the opportunity? And what I took from that is something that I think we all know. We are not promised tomorrow. So believe it or not, I actually made myself get on here today, but it was on the strength of that message because several things took place today that propelled me to move forward. So first thing I want to share is to all the young boys on Twitter. I always like to say, especially when I'm dealing with on behalf of young boys on Twitter, first, again, thank you to all the coaches who are on Twitter, all the college coaches at every level from Division 1A, 1AA, Division 2, Division 3, NAIA, including junior colleges. Thank all you men for those of you who have accepted me following you by following me in return. And as I share with all you guys, the only thing I'm trying to do is build up my network with coaches on social media, uh, in a sense, make a name for myself. And as I said in my the direct message I sent out to all the coaches who follow me, thanking them that I'm just stepping out on faith, guys, and I'm stepping out on faith and using everything that God gave me to create the platform that I know I'm working in my purpose, and I share that openly, and I want the young boys on Facebook to, not Facebook, but Twitter to understand it because when when our prayers, when my prayers don't open up, when those doors of opportunity don't present themselves, sometimes it's gonna take a leap of faith to do some things that might make you feel uncomfortable, to do some things that you're not accustomed to doing in order to accomplish the golden dream that you have. I did that without thinking as a football player. Many of you young boys on Twitter, parents on Twitter, other social media accounts, you're doing a lot of things for exposure, and that's awesome. In my time and era, we didn't have money to send me to camps. And I tell people all the time that I used to take stuff that was in my dad's garage and go in the backyard and do my own drills. But yes, I still accomplished many, many great things. And unfortunately, because of the world that we live in today, we are as a society, we gravitate towards people who on a higher level, which ain't nothing wrong with that because I was always taught that one, they must be around people who are on your level or people who level you trying to be on. And secondly, if that person is where you want to be, then you should actually take a look and listen and see what they're doing and learn from them. But unfortunately, in this society, in this world, when it was no different than in my era, but still, unfortunately, we have a lot of people that our kids, our young boys, even some adults, we look at social media now because that's a norm, and so much negativity, so much evil stuff is posted, and our kids, and again, for whatever reason, our grown-ups gravitate towards negativity. So anyway, I'm not here to judge no one. I'm just here to speak about what Damon Mason is all about, what I stand for, uh, which is the reason why I created my own company, which is my brand DM9 and my flagship endeavor of Diamonds of the Extension. So again, to you college coaches on Twitter, thank you guys who have followed me thus far, and I thank God in advance for the coaches who will follow me, and to all you young boys in high school. All right, continue grinding, continue working hard. But this first message goes out to the young boys from the class of 2022 and to your parents. And I made a post recently about congratulating you guys for signing your scholarship. But now what? All right, a lot of basically every one of you young boys on Twitter, you're thanking God, thanking the man above for an offer from this school. Um, you, Rightfully so, you're thanking God for signing a scholarship to continue your education and your planned career at whatever respective school you're going to. But my question to you is now what? And you might not understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you what now what means because see, out of my own life, now what means when you get to college, what are you willing to do? What are you going to do? You're not that same superstar that you were in high school. Some of you guys might be. Some of you kids might get to college and you might just the coaches just might for whatever reason praise you and you just might be a true freshman and starting right away. But I can honestly say 95% of you kids, now what? When you have to get to college in face of level of adversity that one you never had to face, or two, it's been a long time since you faced that type of adversity. For example, and I'm not trying to go through a whole story, but just dealing with certain things that you didn't have to deal with in high school. And actually in my mind, I had the notion of sharing my stories, but right now I'm feeling like I don't want to share no stories. The question is now what? Because adversity is going to happen, and I can only pray that you guys have some type of foundation. You parents, I can pray that you guys have a foundation in place from your home life to help support your sons when they will face some type of adversity. I pray that they don't, but being realistically, we don't know how it's gonna happen. But if it happens and when it happens, now what? You're in college, you're in high school. Mom and dad is not there to wake you up. Your coaches won't call and wake you up. Some might, some won't. I pray that your sons are at a university, a college, whatever level, that they have coaches who are gonna hold them accountable. Because truth be told, from my own personal experience, one of the major differences between high school and college, as a student athlete, you have so many more kids who are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So if your son or you young man, if you're not taking care of your responsibilities and doing the things that it took to get you there, first thing, doing the things that it took to get you to college and earn that scholarship, coaches will not necessarily waste their time with you because they got other young men who is willing to do what is necessary to continue being a student athlete on the collegiate level. And I'm stressing that, guys, because I was the exact opposite. I lost my scholarship. So that's why I'm presenting this question to you young men, to you young boys who will become young men in college, to you parents of these young boys who will be young men in college. Now what? Are you putting in the work right now? Or are you going to wait till the summer or wait till you get to school to start acting like you are already a student athlete on the collegiate level? I think every kid, I think every kid who signs a scholarship say the same thing because I say the same thing. You have the idea and the notion of going to your respective school and becoming a starter. But the question is, are you putting in the work right now in the month of February to impress the coaches when you report during the summer months, which is going to lead into, I guess, practice in the fall, in August? Are you putting in the work right now? And I don't want to beat that bush too long, guys. But that is something that I just have to, I had to share because year after year after year, as adults, as parents, as as a society, we see so many kids every year go to college, every year go to college, and we see very, very few of them come out of college. We see very, very few, even more few, get the opportunity to play on a professional levels. So again, now what? When you get to college, now what? What are you gonna do? What are you willing to do? Wrap your mind around this fact. Everything is not gonna fall in line all the time. Start preparing yourself right now, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna flip the script. Today I made a post on social media, and I think I've covered every one of my social media accounts by Little Black History Fact by Daniel Mason. And that's relevant because out of 5 years in college, I was only a 2 year starter after losing my scholarship to academic hardships. I lost my scholarship. Bad grades. So y'all can understand it. I had bad grades. I do everything I was supposed to do. My first year in college. And ended up going to a junior college, which was a blessing in disguise. Just to go back to my university and in my own words to correct all the mistakes that I made while I was there and to make a better name for myself than I left there with. And in 2 years, I had all the accolades that any kid can want at that particular time, who was playing out of position. Uh, and as I posted for all the accolades I had in one season as a senior, to not be drafted, to not have the opportunity to see if I was able to accomplish or even I can compete at the highest level of the NFL. But God saw favor and used an individual to create a league strictly for me. That's how strong my faith was. That's how strong the faith my mom was. That God would do anything for anyone. Because my faith never wavered when it came towards what I can do on the football field, what I was willing to do for an opportunity to play football. And that's just another testament. Let me change this brand. And that's just another testament that I like to share with young boys that you know what, you can't look at someone else's life and base your success or lack of success on what someone else has encountered. But what you can do is learn from their mistakes as well as learn from what they did well. And that's all I did. The only difference, the only difference for me now as a grown man is you have more people in your head. And for some reason, I find myself feeling like I have to justify certain things. Oh, I'm running by this, or I'm running by that. And I'm being truthful. I'm being very truthful. I'm being very honest. But see, when Damon Mason was a young kid, uh, at every level growing up, I didn't care what other people said about me. I didn't care that people thought I was too small and whatnot because thank God I still had the opportunity to prove them wrong on the football field. So what I do now is not is, has nothing to do with me playing football ever again. But what I'm all about now is creating opportunities or creating extra opportunities for young boys, even young men, through the game of football that has an opportunity to not only impact their lives in their sport, but also impact their lives in general. Because everything that I am today, by the grace of God, spiritual, spiritually or not, is based on my foundation that was rooted through sports that I apply to every area of my life right now. So, and guys, I think I'm going to end it there because again, this is very very un. It wasn't planned. I just had something on my heart that I've been sharing for the past couple of days, and I'm just seizing the opportunity, the moment while it was fresh on my head. But I do have a lot of things in play for young boys, so I'm looking forward to sharing that, guys. So continue to follow me, continue to support me, and I will continue to pray for your sons as well as your family members. Once again, to all my followers on every level, every one of my platforms, thank you guys for following me and supporting me. Thank you, college coaches, for following me, and those of you who are willing to connect with me and see how God used us to work together with each other. Guys, I'm not just an average individual. I want nothing in return except to use what God gave me to be a blessing to whomever, whenever. To you young boys and your parents, I will continue to pray for you guys, and I will continue to be a voice and use my own personal experiences, both negative and positive, to hopefully shed some type of extra guidance and directions on top of what your parents are giving you, on top of which I pray that your coaches giving you, your teachers and other adults in your community. Just like I had so many coaches and men and women in my community who was willing to share any type of word of advice, directions, or guidance in my life. And this is the result of those individuals from St. John the Baptist Parish in LaPlace, Louisiana, the parishes of Louisiana, up and down the river of Louisiana, all the way from Louisiana Lafayette, that's for Hand High School, St. John the Baptist Parish. So this is who Damon Mason is. This is DM9 LLC, the owner, as well as my first endeavor of Diamonds of the Extensions. So until next time, you guys take care. God bless. And as always, peace.